I feel like I've always had sort of like an interest in psychology as far as even in my earlier years, I would, if someone was fighting or there was like a next door neighbor's argument, I was always like listening and being interested, and maybe that's just being nosy, but I was very curious about like psychology and human development and just personal reflection, I guess. I did not like to live in a bubble. Like, I wanted to question everything, even if it was going to bring me pain or something. Like, I truly felt like I was a truth seeker and I just wanted to know everything I could about life. So that's where my journey began. I was always just basically curious. And then after my daughter was born, before she was born, I took child development classes, which also helped me develop an interest in like the human psyche and how we are raised affecting us. And then I took some additional courses in death and loss and abnormal psychology. And then finally I decided to go for my master's degree in, I was first going to do clinical counseling, and then I found myself hating that. Did not want to like essentially be in charge of telling people what to do. I found that was kind of strange. Then also I started to study forensic psychology because I thought I wanted to like work in crime scene investigations or interviews for that type of job. But that was horrific, and the case studies and things that I had to see as far as what people have done to one another and what people have done to kids, and child abuse cases, like especially where the parents have abused or murdered their children. It was just very taxing, like on my soul, and like I just did not think I could do it. So I finally switched my major to sociology and an emphasis in education, so I could hopefully just be like a regular school counselor at an elementary school and maybe travel to different schools and like help kids talk about their feelings, and that's basically it. I don't want some important status or career or anything like that. I truly do not. I'm good with just being like basically kind of like a traditional woman or a housewife or something, where I just want to take care of my man and like, yeah, like make dinners, cook for him, and have like a leisurely lifestyle where I can do like my facials and take care of my daughter and do fun stuff with my sisters, like a fun lifestyle. Like, that's what I want. And like on that note, I have decided to just try to reconcile with my ex and see if we can salvage our marriage and make it work. I don't really know at this point, but I'm willing to try and just make sure that we gave it 100% chance of making it and go from there. Like I told him, I need to just focus on school and we'll see where we're at. You know, at the end of it, I should have an answer one way or another what I'm going to do. And honestly, just praying and just like asking God for the purpose of my life and stuff. And accepting also that it may not be very much. It may not mean anything to anyone, and that's okay. And I'm just supposed to be thankful for who I am, where I am, what I've done, and just continue like progressing, trying to do better, and thinking of the future, like for my daughter's sake, for my grandchildren's sake in the future. Like, I want to be known as a good grandparent, like someone who's actually there for their kids and grandkids, and like not selfish, not hoarding everything to myself. I want to be sharing with them. I want to be a good role model and like standing up for my truths and beliefs, but like also allowing them to experience life and not being controlling, like setting boundaries, but also being lenient, moderation. So, like, I just have to tell myself what I want, make goals, and try to adhere to those goals. And I may fall off track or off course, and that's okay. Like, I just have to keep picking myself up and going on